Hi, this is Chris Webb with YouSocial Marketing and Consulting, and I'm just going to go over a few things that we went over in class today. I just want to say thank you to Fidelity Title for allowing me to teach these classes to local real estate agents. And with my new position at Lance & Company and Nova Home Loans, I'm going to be continuing teaching, and if you want to sign up for that, please go ahead and send me an email, chris.webb@Nova Home Loans. Again, that's chris.webb@Nova Home Loans. I'm going to write it up here for you. .com. So this would be the email address that you can send things to me. I'm going to put it in the notes below as well, so just go ahead and click it and just let me know how I'm doing. So if this video helps you guys, give it a thumbs up, and again, look for my classes through Lance & Company, and then send me an email, chris.webb@Nova Home Loans, and I'll get you on my email list so I can send you out when my next classes are coming up. So from the class today, what we did is we talked about some alternatives to Craigslist. And when I was working as an agent, what I did is I bookmarked all of my tabs in an individual envelope like so. So when I click open all bookmarks, you're going to see they're all going to start loading across the top. Now there's a few extra ones here than what we talked about in class, and that's because at the time that I was doing it, the algorithm was such that I could post in there through the blogger account that I use as my WYSIWYG, which is what you see is what you get. And WYSIWYG is basically a platform that allows you to type things in and then you can pull it out in certain code aspects. Now that's for some coders out there, they're going to say that that's absolutely not what it is for. However, as somebody who was a former real estate agent who posted multiple things online, I can tell you that that is one of the easiest ways to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. We're going to come up in here. We're going to go ahead and create an account. I'm just going to do this really quickly so you guys can see that it's a quick overview. I don't want to take up too much of your time. We're going to get rid of WordPress because we spoke about that today, that is no longer available in terms of using either HTML coding or just adding the images in it. And as we stated before, having the images within Craigslist was one of the big reasons of why we were able to use it as a lead generating source. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up all of the accounts onto the places where I want to go. We're going to go to real estate from the classified ads. We're going to go homes for sale. We're in back page. We're going to go ahead and go to post an ad. I believe it's not going to be, you're going to have to pick your area. Everybody knows that I'm out here in Tucson. We're just going to go post an ad. OLX, we're already there. And that last one was where I used to work. So here's where we're going to write our title. And then we can do multiple different things out here. So let's say we have a great home on 123 Lane. Right? So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to go ahead and go to heading. I'm going to click enter a few times. We're going to come back up here. I'm going to grab a few of the things that I have here. Now the best way to do this is to send this to yourself in an email, so it'll always be in HTML format, because it's not going to show up the images here, but you can see that the links are still there. So the images would be there if we had an email link up. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. What I mean by grabbing these images from an email is send yourself an email, and what I used to call it is internet marketing disclosure, because I would always add this disclosure at the end of each posting, because the properties may not be available when people find them on the sites, and just an extra way to kind of cover yourself. So this is from the Rice Group, whom I used to work for. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit Control C, and we're going to go back to our blogger. I'm going to hit Control, well, I'm going to actually just grab it all. I'm going to hit Control V. So there you see that now we have all of the social links as well as the link to the website. So this is where you would put in your links to your websites. Now the key here is to add an image. So I'm going to grab the image that I used earlier, just a kitchen image. We're going to add that. I'm going to plug in. Alright, I plugged in and we're ready to go. So back to the images, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the size of this image, probably either extra large or to the original size. And then what we're going to do is typically images are linked to an image within Blogger. So we're going to go ahead and take our website and I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to unlink the image. Then I'm going to click the link tab again and I'm going to add my web address link. Then I'm going to test it. Okay, there it is, working just fine. Going to go ahead and delete that. Make sure we click OK. Now this is where the magic can happen. We're just going to hit Control A. We're going to hit Control C. We're going to come through and we're going to hit every single one of our places here. Now for this one I'm going to hit Control A, delete, and I'm going to hit Control V. Control V. Real estate for sale, homes for sale, Tucson. Control V. Oh, we ran into a problem here. And then OLX, and we're going to hit Control V. Okay, so I ran into a problem on the last two. That is by design. I created it so that all of the ones that accepted the images first were up front. So now we're going to go back to the Blogger. We're just going to click this HTML toggle button, which gets us from the images to the code. We're going to grab that. I'm going to hit Control A. I'm going to hit Control V. The way I grabbed it here is I just hit Control A, which grabs all, Control C, which copies it. I'm going to grab over here, Control A, which grabs all, and I'm going to go ahead and hit Control V, which is insert. Now, there's a few different things that you're going to have to do to each one of these, so we're going to go through them quickly. First of all, you want to make sure that you add location and labels onto your Blogger account. We're just going to go ahead and hit publish. After you publish it, you're always going to want to do what's called share. This means it's going to be shared through Google+. So when we share that, and it says here you need a Google+ profile to hit the post. So I'm not going to be able to do it here, but I just wanted to let you know that this is where you would share it out on Google+. Tumblr, it's good. All we need to do is title it. I'm just going to call it test. I'm going to post it. Merchant circle. Add in keywords. There's up to 5 that you can use. I think with two words per keyword. So Tucson, Arizona would equal 1 keyword. Add a title. I'm going to go ahead and publish that. Active rain is a little different. We're going to have to you have to select one of these if you're not at a certain level, and all of these are free, by the way. And then you just hit post just for fun. You would post it into the topic that you have, so probably home selling, real estate general information if you were doing like a seller report, and then you would post it. I'm not going to post that, but that's where you would post it there. Here I'm just going to hit test. And the only thing here is you're going to have to include your email, and it even has my email from when I did it for the rice group. Okay, so then they match okay, and I'm not going to post this one either because it has to be approved. And you're just going to go ahead and click these. You're going to enter in the type that's here. and then click post this ad, and they'll approve it within 24 hours, and then it will be approved for 6 months. Looks like you can increase it to 9 there too, and I don't think you could back when I was doing it. Back page. Now this is the tricky one. You need to have a location, and you need to have a title. The only other thing you need is to have your email in there, and you can, there's a way to save it in here. I use Google Chrome, which allows me to save my email addresses, and there's like cache down here that you can see. You don't need to do that. You just click continue. You bypass all of these recommended upgrades. Okay, the one thing you do need to do is make sure you enter in these correctly. As you can see, I just almost didn't. I'm so used to those 9 keys, so doing it on the top of my laptop is like crazy talk to me. So we're going to go ahead and place this ad now. Now what's going to be cool is all that code that we saw, right, turned into this. So the code that we pulled out of Blogger and we put in here, now that allowed us to have the clickable link that I'm going to go ahead and open my web page right here, and I'm going to close it out. I'm going to come back here, and now I'm going to open it up. It's as simple as that. We're going to go ahead and cross that out. I'm going to go back to the OLX. This is another one where you're going to have to put in the state and have to put in the city. Quick way to get down there is hit the U key and then go up to Tucson. Now, one other thing too here, you're going to do professional, and you're going to type in your email. I'm going to click post. See what happened there? I posted it without a title, and it said please complete this field. Now that's going to happen on a lot of them. What's going to happen is you're going to go down and it's not going to let you post, but it will tell you why. So we're going to post that. Now let's take a look. I believe this one, yep, there you go. It's going to be available 3 to 6 hours. Again, that code that we put in there, it did turn into, oh, it looks like we messed up on the image. That's alright. Alright, if you guys have any questions for me, please give me a call, let me know. Again, I'm with Lansing Company now over at Nova Home Loans, and I'd love to help you guys out any way that I can. So if you want to work with me, please give me a call. The phone number over there is 750-8888. Again, that's 750-8888. I hope you guys enjoyed the class. I hope you enjoyed this quick review. And if you guys have any questions, send me an email or leave it in the notes here so that I can answer those in a video and send it out to you, and you guys can go ahead and learn about social media, online marketing on your own time. I really appreciate you guys watching this. Thank you so much.